Since we were little, my sister Irene and I have always loved our parents' cooking. During our childhood, dinner time brought our family together. My father would come home from work and my sister and I would have already been home from school for a few hours, though we were not allowed to play without first starting some homework. Dinner time usually marked when we were allowed to take a break from any unfinished homework and relax. It served as a bonding experience for everyone in the family because it was the one time every day that we would gather together and talk about our lives, and the food itself was always something to look forward to. My parents are both amazing cooks and often take turns cooking. My father often cooks such meals as spaghetti, the best I've ever had, barbecue chicken, meatloaf and potatoes, baked ziti, lasagna, and chicken and broccoli. My Brazilian mother cooks traditional Brazilian meals such as rice and beans, chicken and potatoes, and Brazilian steak, which is far better than any steak from America. She always says Americans don't know how to make real steak. My and my sister's friends always loved being included for dinner, and they could also attest to the fact that Brazilian steak is better seasoned, juicier, and more tender. A Brazilian rule of thumb about food is, no matter how many different kinds of food there are, they are always better when mixed together in one dish. In a typical meal, my mother might include rice and beans, steak, salad, diced tomatoes, potato chips, and a banana all in one dish mixed in with each other. The amalgam of different textures, consistencies, and tastes, such as the sweetened banana and salt in steak and potato chips, is actually very delicious, even if it may sound gross to someone who has not tried it. No meal better utilizes this unwritten Brazilian food rule than mexido. Mexido simply means mixed. It is a slang term for throwing together leftovers as well as other ingredients into a new and tasty meal. Typically, it always has rice and beans, eggs, spices, some salsa, and last night's leftover meat, such as chopped up chicken or steak, or maybe diced hot dogs if there is none. Because the ingredients of mexido always vary depending on what leftover food and ingredients we use, no meal is exactly the same. Sometimes, if there is leftover spaghetti, it will include pasta noodles along with rice and beans, along with meat sauce and hot dogs. Or if my mom had cooked steak and my father had cooked chicken and broccoli, those will be thrown together as well. All of my parents' other meals are good on their own, but there's something about throwing different kinds of food together and adding seasonings that was special to my sister and me. We always looked forward to mexido the most out of all the meals our parents would cook because there was something exciting in knowing that the meal would be different every time it was cooked. It was also special to us because it was made from a joint effort of all the time and effort spent cooking the individual meals whose leftovers went into the mexido. They took the time to cook the individual meals throughout the week, and at the end the conglomerate of the leftovers was made into a delicious meal. I like that it shows us not to be wasteful. Whereas small amounts of leftovers can't feed our whole family, allowing leftovers to accumulate and mixing them into one meal certainly can. We don't have to throw our excess food away because it can always be an extra tasty ingredient in a future meal. Mexido is more than just the name of a dish. It represents our family coming together at the end of the day and sharing our various stories. It represents the flavors and spices of my mom's home country. It is the memory of growing up with the smells of onions and garlic frying in the pan, one of the comforts of home.